Hello, friends of Keats. This is Brian Rejak from Illinois State University. I'm one of the founders of the Keats Letters Project. Right now, you are looking at Matthew Sangster's website, Romantic London. We're going to take you through a little bit of how to use this site and how to use it in conjunction with the KLP, in particular with the letter from Keats to Joseph Severn from November 1st, 1816, which Matt Sangster has written a response to for us. So what you're looking at now are images from Richard Horwood's plan of the cities of London and Westminster, and Matt took those images and overlaid them onto web mapping services, so like Google Maps. So you can play around with these maps from the 1790s, zoom in, use it like you would Google Maps. So right now we're going to take you to Dean Street, where Keats lived at the end of 1816. You can see it's right near Guy's Hospital. So Keats was at number 8 Dean Street for just a very brief period of time towards the end of 1816. You can see my little Mickey Mouse hand there is next to number 8, where Keats was. So cool thing you can do with this site is go from the Horwood map then to look at something like the satellite images via Google Maps. You can also do the images of the roads, and then you can go back and forth between these two things. And the images from the 1790s map by Horwood line up with contemporary online maps now. So now we're going to take you across the river and go find where Severn was living at the time. So we've just been at Dean Street, now we're going to head over to 128 Goswell Street, which is where Keats sent his letter to Severn. It takes me a minute to find the street here, but there it is. I'll zoom in here a bit. So maybe a little bit more. There you can see Goswell Street. And if we go a little bit farther north, we can actually find number 128, where Severn lived and where Keats sent his letter. So there you see 122, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and on the corner there, 128. So another fun thing you can do then, we can again take a look at the satellite images and see the road map here. It's right on the corner of Great Sutton Street, and Goswell Street is now Goswell Road. So now I'm going to take you to Google Maps, and we can check out the street view of that intersection. That's where I am, Illinois State University, Central Illinois, lovely Normal, Illinois. But give me a second, we'll head over to London, and here you can see Goswell Road, and just a little bit south of that marker there, you can see Great Sutton Street. Again, that's the intersection. At the time was 128 Goswell Street. And we'll drag this little guy and drop him on there, and we can check out the street view and see there are some people looking at their phones, some vehicles, nice bicycle there, looking south on Goswell Road, and now west, Great Sutton Street. And on the corner there is where Severn's lodgings were. Now this is not actually the same building that was there in 1816. You can see at the top there it says 1928. So I don't know anything about the history of this spot and how that building got there and what was there before, but that is the spot where Severn was living when Keats sent him this letter in November 1816. And we can go back to Matt's site and see Horwood's plan again. So that's just a little bit of how you can use Matt's site, Romantic London, along with the Keats Letters Project.